We're all one big happy family in the climate justice movement. Anyway, for those of you who didn't see us yesterday, my name is Jonah Gottlieb, and I'm the executive director of the National Children's Campaign. So what we do, thank you. Yeah, sure, we can clap for that. So what we do is we make sure that elected officials are prioritizing the issues that matter to America's 74 million people who are too young to vote. Because we believe that just because of your age does not mean that you shouldn't have equal representation among your government. So we focus on issues like the climate crisis, like gun violence prevention, like LGBTQ+ rights, like economic security, and so many more, because these issues are intrinsically linked with the survival and the well-being of my generation and all subsequent generations. So we know that youth have the most political power and the most leverage of any demographic in the entire world. And that is because people care about children. Every single politician will have some sort of ad where they have pictures of them with youth. Every single company will have kids in their ads or have a youth advisory board. Everyone likes to pretend that they care about children. And then when it's time to vote, we forget about that. And then we vote for someone who denies that climate change exists. We vote for someone who continuously destroys our environment and destroys our future over and over again, and that cannot stand. So as youth, we need to take back our power and realize that our parents, our grandparents, our neighbors, our teachers, our families, our friends need to be speaking for us in the ballot box, and they need to be demanding that our politicians and our elected leaders are fighting for us every single day that they're in office. So, how do you all come in? So first of all, thank you all so much for inviting all of us up on the stage. It is so important to give power and to amplify youth voices. It's why I'm in this, is to just make sure that every single young person has their voice heard in our political process. So I thank you for giving us this platform. So National Children's Campaign, just to plug our next event, we've had a soft launch, but our first big event is a presidential forum at American University on September 15th with a bunch of the presidential candidates. And we need your help. So I'm just gonna be straight up. We're a nonprofit, and we need money. So, and the reason I say this is because in the climate justice movement, there are youth working their butts off every single day for hours at a time. You know, for me personally, I'll go to school, I'll come home, then I'll go to soccer, then I'll study for the SAT, then I'll work for 5 or 6 hours on climate justice. And that is my privilege because I don't need a job to support my family. I have the resources to go and fly to DC with the expectation that eventually we'll raise enough money that I'll be able to reimburse myself. But for so many activists, people who are passionate and talented and motivated, but they don't have the financial resources, they're unable to do the work that Jamie and I do, that Vic and Kelsey do, because they don't have the opportunity, because youth organizations, youth activists are not getting the funding that they need. Young people are working their butts off. And if they were adults, they would be getting paid thousands of dollars for their work, either working for nonprofits or working on behalf of other organizations. And so we deserve to have the funding that these other big organizations do. So I humbly ask all of you, please support us in any way you can. I have a big stack of business cards. Please help support us. If you can't support us financially, lend your office space for youth to come and organize. Promote us on social media. If you have any, job opportunities so that young people can get experience within another organization fighting for what they believe in, make that known, make that public, and provide an opportunity, provide a stage, and provide a voice to young people, just like the Sun Valley Forum has done for us. Thank you.